Hello, today's video we have the following content.
Zhao Liying, who was named by the central media this time, exposed her true situation. It turns out that Yu Zheng was right. The rural girl who was mocked for not being able to play the leading role with the round face tore apart the prejudice of the entertainment industry with 1,438 scenes all year round. She played the role of a deaf-mute mother with dirt embedded in her nails and bruised all over her body. She paid for cochlear implants for her hearing-impaired child out of her own pocket. The counterattack script certified by CCTV is something that even screenwriters dare not write. Instead of being a princess in the comfort zone, it is better to be a crazy actor with realistic themes. From not being able to play the leading role with a round face to breaking the box office of 100 million. Why does Zhao Liying make CCTV call for her? Who would have thought that the rural girl who was once asserted that a round face cannot play the leading role can now make CCTV movie channel specially make a 2-minute and 40-second tribute video for her? From a cotton-picking girl in the fields to a new producer in the film industry, Zhao Liying's counterattack script is something that even screenwriters dare not write. The counterattack of a country girl, a slap in the face of the unspoken rules of the entertainment industry. More than a decade ago, when Zhao Liying was sweating in the wheat fields in rural Hebei, she would never have thought that she would become the most tough heroine in the domestic entertainment industry. She graduated from the flight attendant major but gave up the exam to save money. She accidentally won the Yahoo Star Search Championship. This start is very similar to the setting of a cool article on Xinjiang Literature City. But the reality is far more cruel than the novel. In the era of cone-shaped faces, her round face became her original sin. For 7 years, she could only play maids, sisters and other marginal roles. She was also publicly humiliated by the director. "Your mouth is pouting like a pig." But Zhao Liying refused to believe it. When the 85 flowers of the same period were busy competing for beauty on the red carpet, she quietly did a cruel thing. With 1,438 scenes and a year-round shooting record, she turned the nickname Zhao Xiaodao from a mockery into a compliment. On the set of Legend of Lu Zhen, she was so immersed in the role that she frowned when she heard her real name, "Call me Lu Zhen." This wave of immersive acting skills directly made Yu Zheng issue a clear-headed certification. She has never made a wrong move in her life. From a popular little flower to an acting bomb, Zhang Yimou was shocked. 2023 is definitely Zhao Liying's opening year. From the steel queen who grew up in Wind Blows Half Summer, the deaf-mute mother who shocked the entire network in Article 20, to the prisoner who subverted her image in Sunflower, this sister used her actions to explain what an actor who doesn't want to be a producer is not a real top star. In order to play Gao Yuxiang in Sunflower, Zhao Liying's operation can be called the real version of Crazy Beauty. She soaked in a deaf-mute school to learn sign language 3 months in advance, and her fingernails were filled with dirt that couldn't be washed off. She personally performed the bridge hole scene and fell all over her body. The most amazing thing is that she knew that playing such a marginal role might lead to the loss of endorsements, but she returned the film remuneration to the crew and even paid for a cochlear implant for her hearing-impaired child. No wonder Zhang Yimou exclaimed after watching the film, "Zhao Liying is completely different now." Feng Xiaogang meets Zhao Liying. Realistic themes are a big hit when the actress who understands ordinary people the most meets Feng Xiaogang, who specializes in treating all kinds of dissatisfaction. The explosion of Sunflower has long been written into the script of fate. How fierce is this movie? The box office broke 70 million in just 3 days, and Dubin opened with a score of 8.3, and the barrage was full of not enough tissues. This time, director Feng completely tore apart the label of Feng's comedy and used Gao Yuxiang, a defective heroine, to reveal the social scars. An uneducated rural girl was forced to swap and marry another disabled person in order to marry her disabled brother. She sold herself live to raise medical expenses and went to prison, but she lived out the vitality of wild growth behind bars. Zhao Liying brought to life this little person who is full of bandit spirit but whom people can't hate. One audience member commented sharply, "The dirt in her fingernails is all acting." Controversy and breakthrough, the degreasing revolution of traffic actors. Of course, some people question that Zhao Liying was consuming suffering. But look at the homework she did for the role. She learned sign language until she formed muscle memory. She appeared without makeup, without any burden, and even refused to use a stand-in for prison scenes. When other stars were still marketing their girlish feeling, she had already completed the thrilling leap from idle to powerful. As she herself said, What's the difference between playing glamorous roles all day long and acting with an eye? What's even more amazing is her strategic vision. She started to get involved in art films in 2020, and waited until the market matured before taking Wind Blows in Half Summer. In an era where traffic is paramount, she had to use a 3-year blank period to hone her acting skills. This kind of clear-headed operation made the producer of Sunflower sigh. She is not here to make money, she is here to be a filmmaker. CCTV certified reversal textbook. How can ordinary people break through? From being mocked for rustic fashion to casually wearing high-end clothes, from being blackened by the whole network to being supported by CCTV, Zhao Liying's counterattack code is 2 words: die hard. When she was laughed at for scolding English, she quietly asked a foreign teacher to teach her spoken English. When she was said to be unable to speak, she simply said less and did more and used her works to slap her in the face. Even the most serious disaster area of marriage collapse can be transformed by her into acting nourishment. Now looking back at the minor actor who was scolded and cried on the set, I suddenly realized, there is no such thing as a purple star falling from the sky, but just treating every doubt as an upgrade experience package. When the domestic entertainment industry is still debating whether round faces can be the heroine, Zhao Liying has already unlocked a new skin with Sunflower's producer. Thinking question: when the traffic ebbs, what is the real confidence of an actor? The explosion of Sunflowers threw a depth bomb to the entertainment industry. The audience has suffered from fake face acting for a long time. Zhao Liying proved with her strength that it is better to be a madman in realistic themes than to be a princess in her comfort zone. But controversy also followed. Is this transformation of self-destructive image an artistic pursuit or a downgrade of resources? When art films become the new traffic code, how many people can compete with her acting skills like a real knife and gun? Zhao Liying, I want to die in front of the camera. The cruelty of the counterattack of small people, and Zhao Liying, who wrote I Want to Die in Front of the Camera in the group performance room in Hangdian, broke the comfort zone with the ruthlessness of accurately grasping opportunities, and polished her acting skills with the spirit of craftsmanship to complete the counterattack of non-professionals. When the traffic ebbs, she used public welfare transformation and deep cultivation of traditional culture to prove that investing in yourself will never go out of style, and sincerity is the smartest survival wisdom. Hey, friends, have you been watching Zhao Liying recently? I also watched an interview 2 days ago. She talked about the story of writing I Want to Die in front of the camera on the wall with lipstick in the group performance room in Hangdian. Wow, a fierceness. This reminds me of a phrase: when you are ruthless, you will even be afraid of yourself. This is not just talk. In the entertainment industry, this is a necessary skill for survival. But what secrets are hidden behind this? Let's talk about this today. Zhao Liying's story is actually a story about small people's counterattack, which is too common in China. Think about it. How many people have dreams, starting from obscurity and moving towards success step by step? How similar is this to the story of countless self-employed people who started from street stalls and eventually became industry giants after the reform and opening up? This is like the rise of China's economy, full of drama and uncertainty. Zhao Liying's success is partly luck, partly hard work, but more importantly, her accurate grasp of opportunities. You see, Legend of Lu Zhen made her stand out, but she did not indulge in the comfort zone of ancient puppet dramas. The Journey of Flower made her popular, but she adjusted her direction in time and tried different types of roles. This is like investing. You have to know how to stop profit in time, and you have to know how to diversify risks. Investing in yourself is always the investment with the highest return. This principle applies to any industry. Some people say that she has low emotional intelligence and is straightforward. But I think this is precisely her survival wisdom. In the entertainment industry, which is full of intrigues, sincerity has become a scarce resource. Her straightforwardness is actually a way to break the deadlock, allowing the audience to see her true side and establish a sense of trust. This is like doing business. Integrity is more important than anything else. Of course, her success is also inseparable from the continuous polishing of herself. From a non-professional to a judge of the Magnolia Award, the gap is harder than climbing to the sky. But she took one step at a time, constantly learning and improving her acting skills. This is like the manufacturing industry, which must constantly upgrade technology to remain invincible in the market competition. The spirit of craftsmanship is a quality needed in any era. And Zhao Liying has done just that. Now, The traffic economy is gradually cooling down, and the audience's requirements for actors are getting higher and higher. Pure traffic can no longer guarantee long-term success. Zhao Liying has been transforming in recent years, participating in charity activities, and paying attention to traditional culture. This is a very smart choice. She is no longer limited to the label of traffic star, but is trying to create a richer personal image and expand broader commercial value. This is like a business that needs to keep innovating to adapt to market changes. In the future, competition in the entertainment industry will be more intense, and only those actors who are truly capable, have connotations, and know how to iterate themselves can go further. Zhao Liying's success is not accidental, but her accurate grasp of her own positioning, her keen sense of market trends, and her persistence and continuous self-improvement. So, what can we ordinary people learn from Zhao Liying? I think the most important thing is, recognize your own strengths, continue to learn and improve, bravely seize opportunities, and remain sincere and firm. This applies not only to the entertainment industry, but also to all aspects of our lives. Remember, in this era of uncertainty, only by constantly improving your own value can you be invincible in the competition.
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.